Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. Good afternoon from Nigeria. Good afternoon to all applicants from across the 54 African countries. My name is Adora Okoli. I'm the Entrepreneurship Programs Executive with the Tony Elumelu Foundation. So with me on the call are my colleagues. I'll give the floor to Ibukun and to Chiemizi to introduce themselves. Thank you. Hi.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. I hope you guys can all hear me. If you can hear me, please just wave in the chat. Just say hi. So good afternoon again. Welcome to the 2024 Tony Elumelu Foundation Entrepreneurship Program How to Apply session. Welcome from Kenya. If you're joining us from Senegal, from Ghana, from Mauritania, from DRC Congo, from Nigeria, from across all 55 African countries. You're welcome. My name is Ibukun Durinde. I'm the Entrepreneurship Program Manager. And as Adora has mentioned, I have my other colleague joining us here. Chiemizi Onwosu is the Entrepreneurship Programs Executive. So we don't waste a lot of time. I will hand over to Adora. And I think we also have Chidima here. So I will just hand over to Chidima to introduce herself, and then we'll go right straight into the How to Apply session, just so we give you an overview on how to navigate through the TEF Connect platform to apply, and also how to, attempt the application form. Because again, a lot of people are struggling, taking their time. So just to address all the issues around the application form and also how to navigate the platform. So I'll hand over to Chidima. Over to you, Chidima. And again, welcome again, and thank you for joining.
Thank you, Ibukun. Thank you, Adora. Hi, everyone. Good afternoon. My name is Chidima. I'm the comms executive for the foundation. Thank you so much for joining this session, and I hope that you take something out of it. And also, please feel free to share with your network as well to join the session on how to apply to our ongoing program. This is going to be a very insightful session. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Chidima and Ibukun and Chiemizi as well for joining the session. And thank you to everyone on the call. So we hope today is going to be, or the session is going to be really engaging and insightful. And applicants that do not know how to navigate through the platform will be able to start and complete their application. Okay. So as we all know, the Tony Elumelu Foundation is the first and foremost leading philanthropy foundation across in Africa. So we have our objectives: poverty eradication, catalyzing job creation across 54 African countries, as well as increasing women economic empowerment. So we are really particular about women-led businesses. Okay, so since 2015, when we launched the Tony Elumelu Foundation Entrepreneurship Program, we've trained over 1.5 million young Africans on our digital hub, TEF Connect, which is the platform you all are expected to apply to the 2024 Entrepreneurship Program on. And we've disbursed nearly $100 million to 18,000 African women and men alike. And these men and women have gone on to create jobs, indirect and direct jobs, over 400,000 indirect and direct jobs across Africa. Also, our mission is rooted in Africapitalism. That is, we believe that entrepreneurs have the power to unlock social and economic development in the African continent. So we believe in you, African entrepreneurs. The Tony Elumelu Foundation Entrepreneurship Program is based on 7 pillars, which addresses the needs of the African economy, right? So the first one is the TEF Business Management Training. So we believe that every entrepreneur has to go through trainings in order to be equipped to run their businesses successfully. Then secondly, we have the TEF Connect. So these trainings happen on TEF Connect as well as the application as well. So our TEF Connect hosts applications and training. So if you go to TEF Connect, you will find out that we have the general management training for entrepreneurs who do not, for entrepreneurs alike, entrepreneurs across the 54 African countries. Okay. Then we also have the online mentoring or the mentorship program. So all entrepreneurs who have been onboarded into the entrepreneurship program get access to qualified mentors who are experts in their fields, in their sectors. So entrepreneurs who are successfully applied and has been trained and have successfully received the seed capital get to be matched with a mentor. Then we have meetups and the TEF Entrepreneurship Forum, as well as the seed capital. Remember, I mentioned that entrepreneurs who has applied, has been trained, has gone through the program phases, will get funded with $5,000 seed capital. Get funded with the $5,000 seed capital. Okay, so we also have the alumni meetup and alumni network. So after you have received the $5,000 seed capital, you get to be indoctrinated or inducted into alumni network. That is, you have access to 18,000 entrepreneurs which we have funded. You get to peer with them, you get to network with them, you get to share your business ideas or the existing businesses you already have with a large network of alumni. Okay, so we are moving on to the next segment of the program, which is registering on TEF Connect. So here we are going to take you through the phases of registering on TEF Connect in order to go on to apply to the 2024 TEF Entrepreneurship Program. So I'll hand over to Ibukun to handle this session. Thank you.
Okay, good afternoon again. So I'll be taking you through how to register on the TEF Connect platform. As we all know, that's our online digital platform for African entrepreneurs. And I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with this platform for people who have applied previously. So once you click on www.tfconnect.com, it takes you to the onboarding page where you now have to sign up to create a profile for yourself, and then you get the opportunity to apply. Again, as we all know, the application launched on the 1st of January and is currently ongoing and would end midnight, the 1st of March. So again, once you click on this link, it takes you to the profile. If you don't have an account, what you need to do is, create an account for yourself. So as you can see here, the red arrow pointing new user, create an account. So you put in your email. Again, it's very important that you're using emails that are verified. So maybe you're using a Gmail, Hotmail. Please do not use funny looking emails, because again, some emails get shut down 2 months or 3 months after. So make sure you're using your valid email to apply. And then you create a password for yourself. So once you put in your email, you create a password and you click login, it allows you to create your account. However, you need to verify your email. So it routes you back to your Gmail account where you now have access to your email, and then you see the TEF Connect email pop up requesting that you verify your account. So it's very important. So it's asking for your email, asking for your first name, other information about yourself, creating your password and then confirming your password, and then you create an account. It's also very important to click on our data privacy clause. Very, very important. You can also, read it before you accept, but it's very important that you do that, because if you don't, then you cannot proceed to the next phase. So once you click create account and you verify your email, it routes you back to now sign into your profile. So once you click on the link, that's the verification link, and then you're able to now verify that this email is valid, then you come back to TEF Connect, where you now sign in with your email address and the same password you used. If need be and you want to change your password, then please feel free. Maybe, sometimes some people forget their password. Please feel free to click on forgot password and then generate a new password for yourself. But very important on our program that you need to ensure that you're using a valid email, because once you are accepted into our program, you're not allowed to change your email address because that's one of your unique identifiers. So we do not allow entrepreneurs or participants change their email all through the program. It's not allowed. Once you don't have access to your email, it literally just means that you don't have access to the program anymore, because that's one of the key unique identifiers. So now you've been able to create your account. What next? The exciting things on the platform. There are opportunities there. And one of the opportunities is, the application applying to the 2024 Tony Elumelu Foundation Entrepreneurship Program. Again, it allows you to pick your language, so your preferred language. If you speak French, if you speak English, Arabic, or Portuguese, you're allowed to now select your preferred language. And this is very, very important because, again, whatever language you pick here applies all through the platform. So if you pick Arabic, it means everything you see once you continue, click continue, it means you will see everything in Arabic. If you pick English, it's the same thing. If you pick French, it's the same thing. If you pick Portuguese, it's the same thing. So it's very, very important that you take this section very seriously and pick your preferred or choice language. Next slide, please. Once you do that, it would ask you to select your profile. Again, you're an entrepreneur looking to launch and run a successful business, or you're an entrepreneur that has an innovative business idea, and then you want to share that idea for possible funding. Then you select the box or the banner that shows entrepreneurs. Once you select that, you click and then you proceed. Once you proceed, it now brings you to your profile. So you have created your profile. Again, you can personalize, you can make changes or edit information on your profile. So that can happen. So again, once you get to your profile, there's several banners you see. So you see the training banner where you have the TEF General Business Management Training, and this is accessible to every user. So again, you can upskill yourself, gain more knowledge, just go through that training, get more knowledge about entrepreneurship, about running a business, about launching a business, about doing proper research about the idea you have. Also, it gives you more information on how you can identify several problems, and prefer solutions to those problems, because that's what business is really all about. How you identify a problem in your community or in your neighborhood, and the solution you're trying to prefer, to also make sure that you're helping your community or you're making an impact. So once you do that, please click on application. Once you're done with the training, if you want to take the training. If not, just click on applications, and then it brings you to the 2024 application banner. And then you can see what the banner looks like. So it's a 2024 Tony Elumelu Foundation Entrepreneurship Program. Start date, end date, all clear. Every information has been listed out here. There's a notice board on your right that gives you every information about our program. And we update that notice board from time to time so that you're getting status updates around the program. So please proceed to click on application. Once you click on application, it takes you through our terms and conditions. Again, I always implore everyone to read and go through the terms and conditions thoroughly. It's very, very important. Run through it, read everything, have a proper understanding, and then you either click to accept if you agree with everything that has been stated there, or if you do not wish to proceed, then you can click on decline. But again, we implore you to read, understand it thoroughly, and next slide, please. So once you do that, again, it takes you to the page where you now get more information about the program. So what is this program all about? What is the Tony Elumelu Foundation Entrepreneurship Program? I don't know. I'm just hearing about it for the first time. There you can now read about the program. it gives you more information about the different phases of the program. So you have an understanding. So you're not just applying, but you're getting more information about the program, and you have an understanding of what the different phases looks like, or what the application form looks like. Very, very important to read through this. And then you click continue, and then it takes you to the next page. Next slide, please. And then again, the next page is now pretty much giving you instructions on the application form. So again, it's telling you the documents required, your headshot should be readily available. Documents, if you have an existing business, please have your CAC document or your business registration document, supporting documents that shows that you own that business. If it's a business idea, of course, you may not have your business registered, but you have plans to, and you have an idea, you've done research, you have an understanding. Again, your headshot, your valid government approved ID card, very important to have all of these documents by your side, because you will be required to upload them as you go along. So you click continue, and then it takes you to your personal profile, where you now need to give us information about yourself. So this is the personal information section. So where you have to give us your title, your name, your first name, date of birth. Again, this is very important to be consistent and give us the right and valid information here, because whatever information you provide here is what we are going to use throughout the program if you are shortlisted. So it's always important to take your time here and select the right information. So you're giving us the right date of birth in line with what you have in all documentations, your date of birth, your ID cards. Please stay consistent. Your gender, very important. It's either you're male or you're female, your nationality, where you're from. And then very importantly, it is in fact, it is mandatory to upload a valid government approved ID card, and then your headshot. And it's also important to ensure that you're giving us a document that is clear, that we can see clearly. And your headshot must match the picture on your ID card. Very, very important. Once you do this, you can save to continue later if you have other personal things you need to do or complete, or you can continue the application. Again, on the right side here, you can see application progress. So it gives you information on your progress taking or completing the application. So you can track to see, oh, am I 20% gone? Am I 30% gone? Am I 40% gone? And then that helps you, or gives you that, it serves as a guide to help you complete your application quickly. Next slide, please. And there you have other information you need to provide, maybe your social media account, your website. If you have a website or an existing business, then you move to the next segment. Here we're asking about more information about your business. So again, have you registered your business? Do you have a business name? Do you have an address? Where is it located? What country? What's your postal code? You know, website, like I mentioned earlier, is your business in a rural or urban area? All of this information is required and very important. Once you complete, again, you can save to continue or decide to complete the application. Then you move to the next slide. Now you see a preview. So it allows you to preview the entire information you've given us for your personal information. Again, and the reason why it's important to preview is to spot errors, so that if you've maybe made a mistake on something, maybe you wanted to write 1988, you put 1989, you can quickly go back and make adjustments. If you've selected the wrong language, you can go back and make adjustments to that. So very important that you preview first before you move to the next section. Very, very important. And then provide us details of your next of kin. Everyone has a next of kin. It could be your mom, it could be your dad, it could be your siblings, it could be your cousin, it could be any member of your family. But give us the information. And it's very important that you give us the right information, right phone number, right name, because this information comes in handy at some point when you're taking the program. Next slide. And then again, we're asking you more questions around, time availability. Have you participated in any program before now? Have you been funded before? Again, please give us the right information, because we have ways of checking this. So just give us the right information. If you've applied to other programs before, there's no harm in that. Just let us know and give us more information on that. And then you proceed to the test. However, before you proceed to the test, there's some certain questions we ask you around your business idea and information. And number one question, I'm sure a lot of you have seen this and in the application for those that have started applying. So we are asking you questions about what problem are you trying to solve? Again, to run and launch a successful business, you must have identified a problem within your community or neighborhood. So now that you've identified that problem, what solution are you bringing to the table to, change or make an impact in your community? So for instance, you sell chicken, you're in a poultry, or maybe you want to go into poultry, and you have other people that, are also into poultry, and you're in the same community. However, they are unable to meet the demands in that community. So you're stepping in to say, you know what, I want to do poultry as well, but I'm doing poultry in a unique way because I want to make sure I'm able to cater to the needs of the people in my community. Again, you're telling us that you've identified this problem and you're looking for a solution. Who are your target audience? Who are you selling to? Are you selling to women? Are you selling to men? Are you selling to children? Who are you targeting? It's very important to be able to highlight your target audience. It's important to tell us how you want to market your product. How do you want to market it? Do you want to go on social media? Do you want to do radio jingles? Do you want to do traditional media? Do you want to go on newspaper? How do you want to tell the world that yes, you're running this business and you want them to patronize you? It's very important that you share that with us. Also, who are your competitors? For every business you're going into, you must have competitors. Have you done proper research? Have you been able to highlight who your competitors are and tell us, okay, these are my competitors 1, 2, and 3. And this is how these competitors work. And this is what I'm doing to ensure that my business surpasses what they're doing and people are willing to buy from me. So it's very, very critical that you share all of this information with us. And again, the minimum words are there, the maximum words are there. So please stay in line with the instructions that we have given. Again, we're asking you to wow us. Wow me. Tell me something spectacular that you're doing. What is that innovative business idea that you have that you want to bring to the table? You want to tell us about. Wow us. That's what that section is about. What are your leadership skills? Have you been able to lead a team before? Are you leading a team in your community? Are you the one handling a particular project? Have you been assigned to run a project end to end and manage people? We want to know. Some people will tell you, oh, in the university, I was the head of my union. I was the lead of our university student union. Tell us those information because, again, if you can lead people, carry people along, then you can run a business successfully because, again, you require people to help you run your business. You can't run your business alone. So we want to know what your leadership skills are. What are your leadership experience? Share that with us. Again, we're asking you, tell me more about your business. Describe your business. This is where you now tell us in details, okay, this is the problem I've identified. This is the solution I'm bringing to that problem. These are my target audience. This is my unique proposition. This is what I'm doing that is unique from other people and people will be willing to buy from me. These are my competitors. I have highlighted them. I have done proper research. This is how I want to go about my business. This is how I want to select a spectacular team that will help me run my business well. These are my financial projections. Again, financials is very important. Even if you have a business idea, please ensure that you're able to provide projections about your financials. What is your pricing? How much are you willing to sell? How do you want to make money? How do you want to make profit? It is important that you share this with us, even though you don't have an existing business, even if it's an idea, you should have a projection around your financials. Very, very important. So these are all of the questions we're asking in detail. We need in detail in the business idea and experience section. Very, very, very important. Also, then you now move to the test, where you now take our cognitive test, psychometric analysis test. Again, we want to understand you, want to know who you are, we want to know how you think as an entrepreneur, what's your thought process. We want to just know you. Again, the test is just business entrepreneurship questions. Those questions, it's about 1 to 10 or 1 to 20 questions. It's a yes or no answer. Again, we want to know how knowledgeable you are in the entrepreneurship space. Do you understand? Have you done research? Have you been Googling? Have you been checking a lot of things? So those are the questions that we're asking you, and we want you to provide the right answer. And very importantly, I know a lot of people have been sending emails saying, I was told that I was not eligible. Again, if you do not complete the assessment, then you will not move to the next phase. Also, if you do not perform very well post the assessment, then you will get that notification that tells you you're not eligible to move to the next phase of the program. So in summary, this is what our application questions or what our application form looks like. Again, this is an example of a notification you get once you're done with your assessment and you take your declarations. Declarations are, we're asking you questions about you. You know, have you done this before? Do you have family members that are politically exposed? Once you give us a yes or no answer, have you applied to our program before? Have you gotten funding before? Again, we want you to tell us and be honest and tell us if you have or you haven't. So that's what declaration is all about. And then you proceed to submit your application. Again, you can look at the entire thing, preview your application again, be sure that you have provided the right answer before you finally submit. Once you submit, you get the notification if you're eligible to proceed to the next phase or if you're ineligible to proceed to the next phase. For those that are ineligible, again, we always recommend that you please go to TEF Connect, you know, engage with the TEF General Business Management Training. It's 12 modules, very robust, has all the information around starting a business, building a team, business ownership, has all the information that is required, financials, business plan, just so you have an understanding. It's always important to upskill yourself, gain more knowledge, and then come back and then apply, come back better and stronger and apply, because you know you've taken all the learnings, you've done proper research, you've refined your ideas, you've made it more interesting, and people will be interested to fund you when they hear about that idea. So this is all for our application. If you have any other questions on how to apply to our program, or if you're struggling navigating the platform, again, please send an email to inquiries@tonyelumelu-foundation.org. We're always happy and willing to provide you with that guidance and support. So now we're going to be taking questions from the chat. I can see a lot of questions in the chat. And just to also mention that the program is, there's several requirements, there's several criteria that allows you scale through to the end of the program. Again, when we have our onboarding session, we mention this to people. A lot of people apply to the program, but at every phase of the program, we shortlist people, which is what happened in 2023. We shortlist people at every phase. So in training, we shortlist the top performers. And also because, our program, there's several requirements. There's Pan-African, we need to ensure that, we're selecting people across all the countries. We're selecting women, we're selecting men. Again, we can't lean to one gender. We also need to ensure that, there's equal gender spread. So all of these partner requirements as well comes into play depending on that program. So again, we use all of this to shortlist people that will eventually get the seed capital of $5,000. So just to provide more information around the program so that, again, it's clear and we have an understanding. So we'll take questions now from the chat. Okay, so there's a question here. If you have been told that you cannot proceed and you apply again with the same idea, again, you cannot apply for this year. You can apply next year. You can apply this year again if you have applied, because again, the platform has taken in your information. So if you apply with the same email, with the same information, it just clearly shows that, this is a duplicate application that has come in again. So again, I would encourage you to, engage with the TEF Business Management Training, get more knowledge, do more research, refine your idea, and then come back stronger and then apply to the program. Somebody said, did you say our headshot photo must be the same? So when I say the same, I mean the same person. We've seen cases where it's a different person on the ID card and it's a different person when you look at the headshot. Sometimes if you don't take, or if you don't scan your photo very well and it's not clear, again, we may not be able to tell if it's the same person. So these are the things that we check out for. So make sure that you scan properly, your picture is clear, and you upload. When you upload, make sure you look at it to be sure that it's properly uploaded and your picture, your information is showing clearly. Again, we're getting questions around, I see clarification on whether it's a system glitch or an individual application issue. Again, we need to know what exactly are you experiencing? Is there an issue logging into the platform? Are you unable to continue when you start the application? Please send us an email with a screenshot of the experience of the glitch, so we're able to provide support and help you resolve the issue immediately. Can you shed more light on break-even revenue and break-even quantity? Again, I always tell people it's very, very important to engage. Google is my friend, is my best friend. Every information around financials to start a business is on Google. In fact, they give you a lot of case studies. They give you a lot of articles. They give you a lot of information. Just Google it. It tells you the steps and how to differentiate both. Even gives you a broader information about it so that you're able to properly articulate and complete your financial section properly. Especially for those that are in the idea stage, for those that have existing businesses, yes, they've done this for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, so they have an understanding. They understand their pricing methodology. They know how their projections are. But if it's a business idea, please do research. Engage people that have existing businesses, people that are business owners. Ask them, how do I, put together my financial projection? I have an idea. How do I, because again, you have to research, you have to engage people that are also doing those businesses to understand the pricing. How do you want to price your product? Or, how do you want to put together your profits, your margin? How do you want to put all of this together? You need to engage people. You need to do proper research. Very, very important that you do research before you finally put together your ideas. Very, very important. Okay, what criteria are you looking at for this year? Again, as we've always done from 2015, we're selecting ideas that are viable, scalable, sustainable, ideas that will make an impact. Again, a business must create job. A business must be profitable because everyone goes into or is launching a business to make money. But as you're making money, you're also creating impact. You're creating jobs. You're hiring more people within your community. You're scaling because, again, we don't want you to remain within the same community. We want you to scale into other communities. We want you to eventually even scale globally and export your product. That is the idea behind, launching a business and behind funding a business that will grow, that will scale, that people will be willing to buy that product or service. So that is what we're looking for. So your business idea must be innovative. Please do proper research. I understand that, yes, I need to complete my application, but yes, I want you to complete your application on time, but please articulate very well. Ask questions. I'm sure there are people that you look up to as mentors. Engage them. I have this idea. I'm trying to refine it. I'm trying to complete this application. This is what I want to do. Put all of that together. Get information from them. Get advice from them. And then once it's properly articulated, then you can apply and give us that information in detail. So that, again, you position yourself for possible shortlisting, when we review those applications. Again, somebody is asking, why are people receiving ineligible? If you do not pass the assessment, that's why there's an assessment there. So there's an assessment test that you take. If you do not pass the assessment, then you're ineligible to proceed to the next phase of the program. So that's why a lot of people are getting the ineligibility email or notification. So a lot of people are saying, okay, so I'm getting a lot of comments on the 2023 selection. Again, I totally understand how we all feel. The program is competitive, as we know. A lot of people applied. So let me give you a breakdown. A lot of people applied from January, over 80-something thousand shortlisted for training, shortlisted, to write a business plan, shortlisted again to pitch, then shortlisted for business plan review. So at each phase of the program, and we always say this when we have our onboarding, we shortlist. Again, that you've been shortlisted to another phase does not mean that you're going to receive funding. And it's always clearly stated in the emails that we share. Again, it is subject to you meeting all the requirements. So there are several requirements throughout the program that you must meet for funding, for you to get funding. If you do not meet those requirements, then you will not get funding. Sometimes we ask people, send us your bank account details, send us your information. People send invalid details. They send wrong account numbers they even send inactive account numbers. Once you do that, and that's why we say, take your time, send us the right and valid information, because these documents will be checked. If these documents are checked and it's found to be invalid or incorrect, it's automatic disqualification from the program. It means you cannot proceed to the next phase where you get possible funding. And it's always been stated clearly in every email communication that we send. So again, it is very important that we read those emails, which is why we try as much as possible to send as many information as possible. Read the emails, they are clearly stated there. We always say it. Again, this does not mean that you've been selected. This does not mean that you've been shortlisted. It's an opportunity we have given you. If you miss the requirements, which is the standard process, we check all your documents are complete, your documents are valid, certainly you will be shortlisted for funding. If you also do well post the business plan pitch review. So again, we always ensure to give more information about this so people understand and so people know. So I hope I've been able to answer most of your questions. We're getting questions from how does this platform operate? We've gone through that, how to sign up to TEF Connect. Again, to get to TEF Connect, you have to type www.tefconnect.com. And then if you're a new user, please create an account, give us all the necessary information, and then verify your email address, and then go back to TEF Connect and then sign in. You can always edit your profile. You can make adjustments to every information you've given us on your profile page, and then please apply. You can apply to the 2024 Tony Elumelu Foundation Entrepreneurship Program, or you can take our training. So we have our TEF General Business Management training accessible to every user. It's a 12-module training. There are no tests, and you're not going to be given a mentor if you take that training. It's a free training. It's a value-added resource that we give to people who are thinking to launch and run a successful business, or who have a business idea that they want to refine. So again, I have pretty much talked about how to navigate the platform. If you're having any issue around logging into the platform, familiarizing yourself with the platform, please send us an email, inquiries@tonyelemelufoundation.org. We're always happy, we're always excited to support you, to respond to your emails, and give you the necessary guidance. Please, again, the TEF flagship application closes on the 1st of March. For those that are yet to apply, kindly apply, tell your family and friends to apply. If you have anyone that has a unique idea, an amazing idea, please encourage them to apply. You can redirect them to our YouTube channel. This video is going to be there so they can go back, watch, and and be able to navigate the platform and apply. Also, if you have started application and you are yet to complete it, please kindly do so quickly. Don't wait till last minute to complete your application. I know a lot of people are doing research, trying to get all their information before they apply, but please try as much as possible to complete it before the deadline so that you can stand a chance to be shortlisted and be a part of our program. So I don't know if Chidima has any thing to add. I'll hand over to Chidima and Adora if they have any other thing they want to share or they want to add. Yeah, I don't know. Chidima, are you still here?
Yes,
Also,
I'm here.
okay. Also, we want all women to apply, please. We need to match men this year. Women, please come out and apply in your thousands. We need to match. In fact, we want you to even surpass the men this year. Please come out. If you have friends, your cousin, your sister, your friend that, please encourage them to apply. Also, help them, support them. For those of you that have applied, that you've completed your application, take them through the platform because you already have an experience, you have an idea. Please, 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 we want you to please apply. Thank you so much. Over to you, Chidima. I'm sure Chidima has one or two things to say.
Thank you so much, Ibukun. That was such an impactful session. Thank you so much to everyone who has joined. I don't really have much to say. I was just going to speak to what.
I was like, this is not for Larry. And after going through everybody's page. That's the girl, Showa's kid. So Showa?
Yeah, Showa's.
Hi everyone, so sorry about that interruption. So yeah, I was just going to speak to what Ibukun said. Yes, we do want to receive a lot of applications from women entrepreneurs this year. And I know that everyone who is a part of this session right now would, be very instrumental in us achieving this. And if you are looking to also host or let people know about this opportunity to get $5,000, access to world-class training, mentorship, access to networks. You can also reach out to us. We have a lot of communication collaterals that we can share with you in the different languages. You can send an email to the email that was displayed on the screen, enquiries@tonyelumelu-foundation.org. Or you can even send us a message on any of our social media platforms. I will be sure to respond. So feel free to let as many people as possible know about this opportunity, and then encourage as many people within your network to also apply to our program, because this year we want to fund as many viable businesses as possible. Thank you so much for joining. I'll hand over now to Adora, and then we'll bring the session to a close.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you so much for joining this session. And we hope the session has been engaging and insightful, and Ibukun has been able to provide answers to most of your questions. If you check the bio, the description below, you will see a link to the frequently asked questions, just in case you have some other questions that was not addressed in this session. Frequently asked questions has we've created good number of questions that addresses your concerns. Thank you so much, Chidima, as well, for providing more insights. Thank you, Chimezi. And we had Foucault on this session. So for the French entrepreneurs, we are going to address another session. We are going to have another session for you by tomorrow, as well as the Portuguese and the Arabic speakers or the Arabic applicants. So look out for your emails and and check our social media channels. We'll have sessions scheduled for all of you. Thank you again and have a good day. Bye.